Hello everyone, we are back doing this informal series, and today we're going to try to host our Flutter app. So currently it's on iOS and Android. Well, not iOS as of now, but it definitely will go on iOS. Windows, we can't run it on an iOS simulator. But the thing is, I'm totally new on how to do it for Flutter Web. So Flutter Web is a thing which I'm new to. So we're going to figure it out on the go and hopefully try to run it on our local host. And if we can, if that's possible, and if we feel confident, we can even try to host it on like an actual, like a Heroku app. So then we can access it, without the IP address or whatever, without the local host, basically. So the best thing is what we can do is search it on YouTube. Because as I said, I'm totally new to this. I've only developed Flutter for mobile. So share computer sound. I was watching this video and I just saw a few minutes.
You're going to set the main axis off by setting up your Flutter environment so that you can create and run a Flutter
Web Tutorial Android Studio. Hitesh Chaudhary, I usually like his videos.
Hey there everyone, Hitesh here, and in this video we're going to walk through with setting up our very first project on Flutter for Web. So I know everybody is excited for Flutter for Web and everybody wants to try it out, and once you start to trying it out, it's another nightmare of how the steps actually work. They are not so much clear on their GitHub repository. To be honest, it's not. So in this video, I'm going to walk you through the step-by-step process, and it's a hell lot of a process. Some of these steps you definitely can skip here, but I don't recommend that. So let's get started and create our very first project on the Flutter for Web. A word of caution, Flutter for Web is newly born at the time of this recording of this video, so there is a whole lot of errors and bugs that you're going to face while creating the project as well. Some of them I'll mention as well. So let's get started and look out for the very first project, and you might DK eventually at this URL so to first command in that desktop and format your type C of it. And let's stop on desktop. There's a whole bunch of things in my Flutter. One path is some mode, and use that you export, then space, then capital path equals, then you have to write $path colon and then the exact path for your computer, not mine, yours. Mine is actually /user studio desktop Flutter and then bin. Okay, Flutter path is set. Okay, for this, so this is that in order to move in here is to get the Flutter dev packages. How to get that? All you need to do is just upgrade, and make sure before you do upgrade your Flutter path is actually set, and also just close the terminal and open it again one more time. Then we're going to simply say Flutter and simply just say upgrade. There we go. You have to just run this one. It's going to install the latest version of the Flutter, which is capable of running your web development for Flutter as well. Okay. It's not yet done. It's not yet done. Once you're done with this upgrade path, then just delete everything. And once you're done with this upgrade path, so again, then just delete everything. And again, go to cd dot. And again, I know I told you that go ahead, grab a copy and pen. There are so many paths. Again, we're going to open up Vim, and then we are going to go for bash underscore profile. Make sure you write a dot first and then bash. The dot here stands for the hidden files. Okay, so dot bash profile, hit enter, press I again to go into the insert mode, and wherever you find this empty space here, anything, you just have to write again this path here, and make sure you just type it just like that, simply like export. Oops, if I can type it, export, and then simply path equals. So you have to write this entire line again, and again, since you're watching a video, you can pause it anytime. So all you have to do this time, you have to write export path $path colon and then entire path where your Flutter is, and then after that, instead of the bin, you have to write dot pub space pub-cache/bin. Pretty hard to say, but this is exactly what you have to write. Again, there is no space after this slash. We are directly start writing dot pub-cache/bin. So this is going to be responsible for running up your web things. Okay, I know, quite a lot of things that we have to do. Once you're done with that, press escape and insert is gone. Press colon.
So here he said one thing of Flutter. Let me see, where have I downloaded Flutter? Seems to be here. So let me copy this path and open it. So what did he do? Desktop Flutter. Not Dart SDK, but Flutter. Let me save it here and then src maybe. C:\src. Flutter. .pub cache. So basically add Flutter. So how is it working when I haven't added Flutter in this environment variables here? C:\src. Nowhere. So how is it working? That's funny. So yes, sir. I'm not really familiar with this.
And WQ to write and quit. Okay. So this is a lot of a step to do just simple stuff, but again, it needs to be done just once. Okay. Once this is done, then we're going to move up here. Then you have to say flutter packages pub global activate web dev. So this web dev command is going to be useful for us in order to run our Flutter for web packages. So we're going to just copy that and we're going to just paste this here. So just paste it on your terminal and hit
Flutter packages pub global activate web dev. Global activate web dev. All right, let's see what he does.
enter. It's going to activate web dev for you. Now, just don't run it yet. You just need to do it at a very particular place. I'm going to walk you through in that as well. Just ignore the last step for a minute, and we're going to do that in a minute. Now, what we need to do is open up your VS Code. Make sure your VS Code is updated. Now, again, a lot of people might be saying in the blog, hey, activate your stage head and all these things. You don't need to do that. VS Code can actually do it for you. So what you have to do is open up your VS Code, make sure it's like in this position, no project is opened up. Now press the magical command of VS Code. Do you remember it? Command Shift P or Control Shift P. So Command Shift P and the palette actually opens up. Now all you have to do is type Flutter. Now in case your Flutter path is actually totally upgraded, remember the command, then you will be able to see a project known as new web project. Let me zoom that here. We can see new project, new web project. Okay, once you click on this new web project, then it's going to activate a stage head for you. At the bottom right corner, you're going to see, hey, should I activate a stage head for you? And there's no good reason to say no. Always say yes to that. It's going to just ask for one. And then it's going to ask, say, hey, what should be the name of my project? And where for you? For you at the once you click on this new web project, then it's going to activate a stage. And then it's going to ask, say, hey, what should be the name of my project? And we're going to name this project as 2_many_steps because literally it has too many steps for a beginner. And we're going to hit enter. It's going to ask, hey, where would you like to place it? And I'm going to just place it before I was doing that. So I'm going to just create a new folder and I'm going to say 02 test. And I'm going to just place it inside that. Select a folder and create a project in that. Okay. Now it's going to just bring up a whole lot of things from the GitHub and is going to just place it. So let it done all the gettings and all these things, which is trying to get it for you. So please let it do so. No need to hurry up in here. I can actually do a quick fast forward here so that it just do all the things quickly and we don't have to wait.
One thing that before he continues is, is there an option new Flutter project? Is there an option for web? Because Flutter application, Flutter module. Okay, it's not here. Application we're building for end users, plugin for Android, iOS for developers, pure.component like a widget. Module. So we want something that's specific to Android Studio, but let's see what he does. Wow.
Okay, so finally it's done, bringing up all the things. It might give you a message, Flutter web app project is ready, but it's not yet ready. Okay, so what we want to do is, let's just close this, and this might look like this. So just press Control and tilde, which will open up your terminal at the bottom. Yours might not look like white and blue, but mine does. Okay, now let's go ahead and take a look onto the steps that are mentioned here. So once these are done, you don't need to actually clone the repository or something. We are just cooking up a very first fresh project. Now it's time to just copy this thing here, and this needs to be activated here. So we're going to go up here, move on to our VS Code, paste this command, and hit enter. Now for the very first time, it's gonna take a little bit of the time, but if you're doing it for like second time or third time, it's gonna not take that much of the time. So, or probably it's gonna take too much of the long time every time. Come on, you can do it faster. Why do we have to like do fast forward all the time? No options, let's do fast forward. Okay, so it was done relatively decent time. Okay, let's move on to the next step. What is the next step? Now the next step is saying, hey, you need to go inside the project and blah, blah stuff. We are already into the project. Don't need to do that. Now the next thing is Flutter packages upgrade. So we need to upgrade all the packages. And if you're running up onto a regular terminal, this is going to give you these kinds of error messages, on the red. But again, on the website also, they are mentioning that, hey, this is going to show an exclamatory sign and all of that. So no need to worry. Just copy this command, which is Flutter packages upgrade. Copy that. Go ahead, move on to here, hit enter. Now it's going to upgrade all the packages in too many steps. I should have written 2, but it's 2. Anyways, I guess we don't need to do fast forwarding, and we can look out to the next step. Till the meantime, it just downloads all the packages. Okay. Now, once this is being done, the final step is to simply say web dev serve. But again, instead of saying web dev serve, if you go a little bit at the bottom, it says some other commands as well, which says, hey, if you want to get stateless hot reload in web dev, you might want to run the command instead of web dev serve, just add a couple of flags like -- auto restart. And I love hot reload, whether it's React Native, Flutter, I just love it. So we're going to just run this using this command. So we're going to copy that. And now we're going to go again. Notice these into exclamatory and orangish. These are not errors. They are just there and they don't do anything. We're going to paste this here. Web dev serve -- auto restart, the command that we copied. We're going to hit enter. And now it's going to connect onto the web. Where is my browser? And it's going to mention also that, hey, we're just building up the entire project and all these things. I'm going to show you a couple of interesting things onto the web as well. Come on, you can do this? Or do I need to do fast forward again? Yeah, there we go. So it says the project is now running on localhost /8080, and it's just doing all fine stuff. So let's go ahead and move on to localhost 8080. So we're going to go up here and we're going to say localhost, not 4040. That's from another project, 8080. And come on, are you going to serve it? Yep, looks like it's gonna serve it, and there we go. So our classic Hello World project, Flutter demo project, which says debug and Hello World and all those magical stuff. Let's go ahead and try to take a look, couple of things here. Definitely not interested in index.html. Regular stuff, let's go into lib main.dart. We have a whole lot of comments, which nobody's interested. So first and foremost, we always go up here and we just say, hey, you know what? I don't like this right banner, so we're gonna turn that to false. Okay, and then thereafter, definitely don't want to write hello world. Instead of write, we are gonna write something else. So just go ahead and write your name. That's the first mark you want to leave on this Flutter. So we're gonna do that. If I can write my name, there we go. And that looks good. Good for a moment, so I'm gonna save that. Okay, let's go onto the web. And it auto reloads. I love that. And also, I don't like a couple of stuffs in here. The blue is, I'm actually bored from the blue. I've seen too many blue projects, so I'm gonna go for orange. And yeah, not looking so great, but okay. So now we're gonna go a little bit at the bottom, although it's really hard to find anything at all in this comment section. Probably the right place is here. So we're gonna simply say not here. We're gonna go up
So I
here.
think we can stop
Yeah, that's
watching
the
this.
right place. So we're
So
gonna say
now
floating action button, and
he's
we're gonna
like just
notice
doing a
one.
sample project.
It gives you a square box, which is not good. And even on anything else like thumb underscore up, that's also an icon. It gives you the same square boxy stuff. So probably you don't want to use it right now, probably later. And then we can actually go for text, which is gonna be okay. So there we go. So okay, it does appear. So yeah, check out how things are going on. And when you see that, it's like a lot of divisions going on. Definitely interesting. Definitely interesting. There is a go. Flutter demo home creating a very first project on.
So now we got a little bit of a feel with it, but I'm still totally confused. So let's just check Flutter Web Android Studio. Can we use Android Studio? Yes, Android Studio we used to build all of them. Just a minute, I'll just be back. Pause the recording. All right, yeah, I think I'm back. All right, cool. So now let's see. Yes, Android Studio can be used to write iOS, Android, web, desktop. Single code by using Flutter to try separate apps. Right now, Flutter is still technically preview because of all that. It is a fork of the original Flutter project. That means you'll need to separate the code. Oh, other will need to import Flutter Web and more it means import Flutter. That's the only difference. But when Flutter is stable, it will be merged with the original Flutter and just get good. August. Backend source and time to compare the work with the Flutter UIs. You put it backend framework like the server-side dart. Really... Yes, it is. OpenCMD in your project, you need to enable Flutter Web support. Use the command to the Flutter channel beta. Flutter. Instead of messing this up, because I'm not sure what will happen, let us create a new project, new Flutter project called Demo Web App. Save this in Flutter projects, informal Flutter workshops, and here. It'll create all this. All right, Demo Web App next. Yep, next. Okay. Let's close this for now. Cancel. Let's do it in a new window. All right, so now, okay, we have this web app. That's the sample web app. Let us follow these instructions. Yeah, Flutter channel beta. I don't know what does that do. Let's check. Switching. Oh, what did it do? I don't know what this means. Oh no, I think I messed everything up. I don't know what does this mean. Oh, so go in the beta channel. No, how to go Flutter channel stable master. Now to get back. All right, let's read this very carefully. It's very important. Switching to, okay, branch beta set up to track remote branch beta from origin. So the new branch. All right, so now I want to move. Please work. Channel, origin. I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's happening. Well, let's just hope that we'll be able to fix it and this damage or whatever happens is not permanent. Power upgrade. Allow this instance dart.exe, sure. Allow this instance. It's really funny. Stable. Let me take a picture of this message because this is important for figuring out how to fix stuff. Allow this instance. Okay, take a picture of this quickly. Yeah. Origin. So how do you to change to an okay. So we want to go to the stable channel. So Flutter channel stable, beta dev, beta stable, dev 1.21.0, 1.20. Well, let's go to a stable. So Flutter. Well, we learned something new at least. Flutter channel stable. Hopefully this works. Good. Always allow, sure. Flutter upgrade. All right. So, okay, got it. So there are multiple channels of development. Unknown cannot install. I hope nothing wrong has happened. So, well, so basically, there are multiple channels. The stable one is the release is little less. So once these beta releases and this dev channel releases, they work. So first is dev, then once everything works fine here, it comes to beta, and once those errors are fixed, whatnot. Once it's stable, it comes to here. So we want to stick in and remain in stable. Let's see if we can get this to run. We messed everything up, looks like. Okay, no. Yeah, so let's see if we can run this. Is Flutter working? Have we SDK from engine? It's always funny when you mess with some setting and you get really scared and then you mess something up, but then it teaches you something that you would have never learned if you hadn't failed or done that mistake. And then you once you know that, you'll never forget it because it's engraved in your mind. It's like like seeing your parents naked. Like you can't unsee it. Or if you're a creep, then you probably can never forget it, but in a bad way. I always keep thinking about it. Yeah, weird. Running power upgrade. So let's just hope everything works. Let's just hope everything works. So next we will. So I know. So the reason they told us to go to beta, because at that time, maybe Flutter, the web part wasn't in the stable thing. So they had to switch the beta channel and upgrade it so you can get the latest in the beta channel and then enable web there. So by now, I'm sure web must be in the stable thing. So I think we'll be fine now. Right, the app seems to work fine. Now our next thing is, let's try to enable this enable web. Flutter config double dash enable dash web enable dash web. All right, will it work? We need to restart any editor before for them to read new settings. So let us see. It is a cool thing. File invalidate caches restart. Terminate. It closes down all Android Studio projects, restarts everything, deletes all the caches, and then opens up all the files that you had open. So currently we had 2 projects. So instead of us closing each thing manually and restarting it, then you have to open both the projects individually. Now it restarts Android Studio and reopens both the projects. You see this? So now, do we get something like a web? We get iOS, we get Android. How to get web? So again, if you want to create existing Flutter project or a web, you should create Flutter, create dot, and create a web project. If you want your existing Flutter project to run on web, then in your project directory, you should call Flutter create dot. We will create a web project if it's not created already. Use Flutter devices, you should see Chrome as a device. In the device list of Android Studio, it should show you the option to run the project on web. Oh, okay. So let us open this in Explorer, a file explorer, and let's git bash here, demo web app, and I hope this works. Flutter create dot. Let us open this so we can see. I think it. No, okay, let's see. Wrote 3 files. Okay, moment of truth. Okay, oh, wow. Don't even know what happened. Okay, it's fully installed. Connect device, VS Code. Nothing happened. That's usually how it goes with me. Nothing usually happens. Let's read all this now. Recreating project. Wrote 3 files, all done. Flutter is installed. Okay, stable version. Good, we got this. Android toolchain is partially installed mod. All right. Android Studio fully installed. IntelliJ is partially installed. VS Code fully connected devices fully installed. One able to run Flutter Doctor. In order to run your application, current CD application code is in .lib main.dart. So let's check Flutter devices. All right, let's check Flutter devices. Do we see Chrome? We don't see Chrome. Yikes. We did right, Flutter config enable web. Maybe let's do here Flutter config. I think you have to do it inside the folder, maybe something like that. If you want your existing project, then in your project direct, oh no. All right. Oh, open CMD in your project directory. All right, this may work. Enable web. We may need to restart. Let us do a restart. Restart this. Let us also restart all our git bash panes. Can't swallow. And can't swallow, that's what she said. Well, this is our project here. Right, nothing changed. Now let us from demo web app git bash here. Now let's see. Flutter create. Now it might work. Let everything start. Everything is fine. Demo web app. Flutter create dot. Put 3 files. Unavailable. Yeah, it didn't work. Didn't work. Is Flutter web stable? So actually not this. No, I want to see the video that we were seeing initially. Not Hitesh Chaudhary. This one.
It is your time to be king.
What happens now determines what happens to the rest of the world.
Flutter web application. The first thing you want to do is change your channel to the master channel. Once that's done, you want to run the Flutter upgrade command to make sure that you have the latest changes. When that is complete, we want to enable the Flutter web in the config by running flutter config enable web. That's all you need to do to enable the web.
Oh, what's this? Setting enable value to true. We didn't get that. Oh no, we got that. We need to restart and open editors. Then what?
To check if everything's working, you can run Flutter devices and you should see
No. Okay, let's go to what he said. Flutter, channel, master. Flutter, upgrade. Upgrading Flutter, so running pub upgrade. Alright, so it does the same thing for Flutter doctor, unzipping. Running pub upgrade. Hope it works now. So after doing that, what did he do? Flutter config, enable dash web, right? Flutter config enable web, Flutter upgrade, Flutter config enable web, dash dash enable web. Hopefully this works. Flutter devices. Okay, so
the Google Chrome as one of the devices.
we got Chrome.
Now we
We got the
can
web
go
server
ahead
also,
and
yes.
create a normal Flutter project by using the create command. I'll call this project the base.
So now nothing changed here. Let's restart this whole thing. So now we got Chrome running at least. So a step in the right direction. Oh wow. Hopefully we can get it to work. Yeah, demo web app. Devices. So we're doing this. I'm actually learning the in-depth of what Flutter is. It has multiple channels. Web development seems to be something relatively new. So if you go to the master branch and then upgrade, so you can get that, then enable web. I set the enable web flag to true. Some stuff like that. Yes. Yes. So Chrome. Let's see what happens now. Running, syncing fastly device Chrome. Can we get it to work? Can we get it to work? So something happened. So, all right. So does hot reload work? Let's see. Let's check. Nope. Nope. I don't believe this. Nope. Do we close this app? Can we run two apps at the same time? So now dog breeds red Chrome web. Let's see if it works. Maybe it'll close the other app. What'll happen? Yeah, some stuff is happening. Ooh. Hmm. So let us right now. So I mean the app works fine for mobile. Yikes. So maybe we can't use Flutter for our app. So this is a big kick in the midsection because our main thing was we use Flutter to create our volunteers project website. And if you can't create websites, so I think what's happening is the reason this is working is because it's a simple app. Here what we did is we included multiple libraries from online, and not all of them may be compatible with um, with web development. Let's check. So if it doesn't work now, just generate what generated. Just run this. Let's see if it runs now. Well, so at least we got one step ahead. Is now we know, like at least in some shape or fashion, Flutter apps work on the web. Now I have to think on how do we fix this here, right? How do we fix it? Picture stream. Let's check Flutter app running on phone but not on web. So what to do now? Now what to do? What to do now? Let's try to read the exact thing and try to figure out what's going on. The getter name was called a null. Let's run it on our phone so we know that everything is working fine. It's not even working on the phone? Okay, so this is actually a good sign for us. So now one thing is that it actually works. So something is messing it up. And so the good news is it most probably, if we can fix this on the phone, it'll even work with web. So in a way, it's something good. The only thing that could cause some problem like this, let's search this. Maybe it's some common error. Cached a Flutter SVG. Oh, many people have it. Can you post? Stable channel doesn't happen. Yeah, other than the latest one, you can either use the version Flutter SVG. But if it is in the latest version of Flutter, this will not work. You have to use 0.18 and override the last two libs. All right. Looks like this worked for people. So we're using an older version, I'm pretty sure. Regardless, let's try it out. So this will be in the dependency overrides. So it looks like here. Packages get. You are using these overridden Cupertino icons. So flag is causing a problem, maybe flag. Oh, wait, where's this line coming from? Okay, this is also part of the dependency. Okay, so looks like let's do it here. Maybe that does something. All right, it's just warning us. All right, it's fine. Let's try to run it on our phone. Mm. Hmm. Let's read this. But if it's in the latest version, this will not work. You have to use point to it and override the last two lists that Flutter SVG, which are image and XML, like something like this. Dependencies, Flutter SVG, dependency overrides. Hmm. Flutter SVG. Some people are getting this. Or downgrade Flutter, otherwise upgrade Flutter SVG. Hmm. What if Control C, demo web app, Control V. Copy, paste. Looks like we can't paste it here. Cards, references. I know how to do it. Mm. If you fix this problem, I think it'll fix everything else. So in this app, I think flag is using that Flutter SVG. So here, my home page, build center column text. Let's do a flag here. Import flag. Let's do DE, that is German. Let's see if this works on Chrome web. Yeah, good. So in a way, good. So we know it's something to do with flag. Something to do with flag. Let's try to fix this flag thing that's there. All right, so you know what? Looks like this flag, inside flag, it depends on 0.17.4. But let us try to use 0.18.0. and see if it helps us in any way. I'm just trying things out. Hopefully it works. It won't work. It's the usual thing, it won't work. Nothing that we do ever works. And so we'll keep fixing, but we'll be persistent and relentless and dogged in our approach to fixing this menace. Okay, we got some different error. Progress in the right direction. Just allow that. Exclude process. Yeah. Okay, what went wrong? Looks like we'll get the same error again. It worked. Don't get too excited, Rohan. Let everything load. And then you'll... Okay, it actually worked. Yikes. Didn't expect that. Let's stop it. Hold your excitement. Let it load. Okay, at least something appeared. Now it'll give the error in the images. Flags don't work. Images, so HTTP is causing a problem. Images here, downloaded. Well, alright. Failed to load, unimplemented error, flag view. Okay, let's read all this. Following was being processed. Just box contains size, unimplemented error. So what is this? So this is cached network image. So okay, a couple of things. Flags is not working. That is kind of understandable. It's not the best idea. So now here, let's see this cached network image. Four people. So let's check what version are we using. Cache network image. Doing something different here. Let's do a hot reload. Still problems. Let's do a cold restart. Sorry, I mean a hot restart first, and now a cold restart. Let's see if that fixes something. I'm just trying different things until we get something to work. Now let's try to use what got 4 likes. I had similar issue. Page download. First time using the package, it took a 5 reloads of maps that were displaying with. Okay, what version maybe they're using, and then cached image up 2.0.0. Let's try that out. Two point zero point zero. So flags, they're not working that we can understand. Because flags is written by some third-party person, which may not, get it to work anyway on web. They may not have coded that web part of it. Let's see if we can get the images to work. No. What happened with the flags? Flag. What's the problem with this? K flag view size. Take it from the constants, right? What if we don't provide height and width? Or container, all right? Mm. Mm. What do we do? Mm. Eight point eight point eight point eight. Link to change DNS. You connect network IP address to communicate available. How the address is nice. So what are the ones that per admin translate friendly? Redactor properties. Networks. Then what? Okay. Where is our network? So Wi-Fi. Eight point eight. So what did you say to use? Use Google's following order for DNS. 8.8.8.8 and alternate 8.8.8.4.4. Let's give it a try. Let's give it a cold restart. So far, I'm not very satisfied with using Flutter for web. I mean, it's because we'll be using many packages that people write, and if even one package doesn't work, it totally disrupts the idea. Like now, this cache network image is not working, and we don't know what to do, and it's very disruptive. The flag is not working, so it's just not good. So it's very disappointing, which is not good. Come on, Flutter. I mean, you have sold yourself to, you have built yourself to such a high level in mobile development field. So if you are coming into web development, kind of make it easy for especially the beginners. Or maybe it's actually good and I don't know how to use it. That's most probably it. And I'm just blaming it on Flutter. Images seem to be loading here. Flags seem to work here. Well, I came in pretty excited though, but I'm left pretty disappointed. Just not good enough. Come on. Just not good enough. Or maybe it's good and I don't know how to use it. Child. Let's add a simple one. Network image. Network, image here, network image URL. Chrome web. So cache network image is causing a problem. The hero animations work on both. All right, Flutter, you got me back. I apologize. I apologize, Flutter. I went too hard on you. It was like as if I had some kind of, wow, it even says back. So all right, if the images are not cached, what's going to happen? You know? Now we can do platform specific stuff. We can say if it's a phone. Ah, you got me. Flags, just, yeah, that is a long shot getting them to work because that's written by a third party and they may not even care. That's the cold truth. Sorry, you have to find out this way. That's the cold truth. Origins didn't flag to, but getting it to this level at least is itself quite an accomplishment. I'd say it's a huge victory. Now here we can do an amazing thing. Is let's see Flutter how to check which platform. Check platform. Platform. That's it. Oh, okay. That this is so cool. Wow. Import that IO, which has many things, and you want to only expose platform. This is cool. This is cool. So now here we'll do caching is very important, especially for computers that like heavy resources. So it may be fine, but it won't be good for mobile. So we have to use cache network images for mobiles. Let's see. Flutter cache network images web not working. Yes, yes. Ah, suppose two of the possible. It doesn't support web. Oh, okay. So Flutter, you got me back. What about, so this is so good. We have to actually see the documentation. What about flag? Let's see flag. All right, you got me back, Flutter. I'm sorry. I apologize. Support multiple platform? Yes, it doesn't support web. Yes. I'm so happy. So yes, it doesn't support web. Yes. All right, hold on a second there. I'm just going to get back, take a quick thing. Cool, and we are back. So so it just got so low pub points. What if we use another flag? Country icons. Oh, this got 100. So wait, so what is this? How, like, what do you, how do you, what do you do, what do you get ability to use icons via the image.asset icons package, icons slash flag slash comma package country icons. Okay. Oh, comma package. So you say from this package get this icons. So what about this scores? Does it? No, it doesn't work on web. Hmm. Hmm. Oh, 110. All right. What? This might be exactly what we want. Oh, country list view. Oh no, this is the country list view. Hmm. Yeah. Hmm. It's a good library. Does this work on multiple platforms? This supports multiple platforms. That's why it got all pub points. Good. Feature flag. Feature again enable country pickers. 90 pub points. Are very nice. But, so it looks like, you know what? In the future, if we are actually developing this app, looks like we'll actually have to create our own flag library. And if we succeed in doing that, we'll post it on this open source community here. We'll actually do it. If we can get it to work, we'll actually do it. I love libraries that have this 110 because that seems to work on web and on this. So cool. So now at least we're jumping too ahead of us. So let's go slowly, right? We first of all didn't even think it'll work for the web. It's working for the web. So let's go slowly, Rohan. All right, sure. Sure, Rohan, from another planet, another dimension. All right, so now here we can do is platform is Android or platform dot is iOS. What are the other platforms? We won't make that to work. Is iOS. If any one of these, if this is true, then we can use a cache network image because it works for Android and for iOS. Else you return an image. All right, so let's have a look. Give it a hot reload. Nothing should happen technically. But it looks good though. It really does look good. And you know what? I want to try one other thing is on our home screen, right, where we have this grid view.builder, or this, where's the root of this root body, this container. I want to add constraints, box constraints. So here, what do you think? Box constraint dot type for width, and here if you do this something like max width, let's do max width is equal to 500. Let's see what happens. No, not this one. Yeah, max width is equal to 300. 300. For sure, this is not the case. Let us give it a hot start. Now it's working. Oh, some problems here. So okay, so now what we'll do is dog breeds app. Basically, I'm saying that not 500, maybe it's too small. 700. Right, this seems relatively fine. 700. I mean, we're just new. Let's just try some things. Maybe 9. Okay, let's give it 1,000. Are you happy now? Let's give it 1,000. Are you happy now? No, 1,000 is no. Too big. 800. 800. 700 was the perfect one. 700. Yeah, and Chrome it actually reloads so fast, much more quicker than Android. Even cold reload, hot restarts also do pretty quick. Now, I'm going to say this alignment center. Will this work? Will this work? No, like I want to put it here. You know how to do that. Alignment never works, man. Just don't know why. Why even bother then? You know how I know this? I saw the video. The best app of the was a favorite widget of the week. Widget of the week. Yeah. All right. All right. And this is a new thing. I was always thinking why alignment doesn't work. You have to wrap it within an align widget. Yes. That's it. Now it doesn't look good at all. So let us. I'm pretty happy. I'm really happy. The container. Let's not give container these constraints. Control X. Ooh, what did I do? Control X. Probably remove widget, align widget. Basically, container is fine. I want the container to go all the way, then clip rect, rect. Yes, that also should move. This grid view, yes. This grid view will wrap it within an align. And now this grid view, can we do constraints? No. Grid view, wrap it within a container. Container add constraints. Align the center. Let's try. It worked. It worked. It worked. Yikes. It worked. Yikes. So now we can change the size of the screen and it'll always be centered. Next we was actually how to do like multiple of these images. That's like a little complex to ahead of myself. But we're learning slowly. I mean, with time we're learning. Okay, unsupported operation. Let's see how to fix that error. Oof. Unused input. I don't know what this is, but let's see this. Now wait, what we were doing? We added this thing here that looks good. No, just a random thought. What if we color of this to light? Just a random thought. What if we change this to light? Looks like I have to do a hot restart. Oh, it actually worked, but wrong container. I want this container to get primary light. Rolex. Instead of white, let's. Oops. THOF dot primary light. Let's just see how it looks. Nope. Oh, I have to do this. Now actually when I think about it, right? Because white was, it's not fitting in a color theme. Here, a color theme is like this pink, and we have this green in a color theme, right? Now here, let us think. We can actually give this primary borders here. So, all right, we are thinking critically here, and let's just mess around with this. Let's have some fun with this. Let's see. Dog card. Where's the dog card? Here, there's primary light, right? Let's do primary. And this card, let's do elevation 3. Kind of fits in our thing, right? You really need multiple like rows. Okay, let's see how to do that. Let's just have some fun with it. Flutter grid view, number of columns based on width. Oh, each determine, in order to get the determine aspect ratio. What is shown on the right? And actually, we also can do one thing here. In a grid view, home screen, a grid view, here we pass in a cross axis count 2. What if we actually change this, right? We do we take the width, double width, media query dot of build context dot size dot width. So what we'll do is we'll take the width, right, width, and divided by like how much, what's the thing of each card. So let's check. Okay, let's take each card is, let's say, 150 dot floor. This is total experiment. Let's have a look. What do we do? Let's expand this. So let's remove let's remove this constraint. Kind of good, right? It actually is kind of good. We'll see on a phone. Can it sense it correctly? So oh, hold on a second. Looks like it updated on both. So whenever you do halt reload, it updates on both. Oh, Look at this. What is going on? Nope. It's really good. Let's give it a 200. Come on, give it a 200. Go easy on it. You increase the denominator, so the numerator will increase. Oh no. Oh. So what will happen exactly? If you increase the denominator, numerator will decrease. So less number of, oh yes, correct. What I'm doing is correct. Right? On Chrome, it will be very visible. Yeah. Let's do it 300. If we do 300, then it'll get spoiled for our phone. 300 for sure. 300 will get spoiled for a phone, but it'll be look good for our. Oh, so then we can dynamically check the height, like what platform it is. This looks good for this. Now let's build this on our phone. I'm pretty sure it won't work, or it'll just give one. Right? Cross-axis count as just one. Yeah, told you, told you, told you. Or you know what? Let's do minimum. Hey, it changed here. Yeah. You know what? Flutter, you keep impressing me. Why do you keep doing it? Flutter is just too good. Now what we'll do? We'll have like a minimum. So let us write this code here. Double width. Double, what's it called? Cross axis count is equal to 2. Let's do 2. Double cross. Now, if so, now let's do okay, or is equal to null, whatever. No, or is equal to what we did here. We'll do the same. Control X cross axis count. Here. Now, what's the problem here? Oh yeah. Now, if cross axis count is less than 2, so cross axis count less than 2, then cross axis count is equal to 0, is equal to 2, else nothing. No. So now let's run it on our phone, and we should get 2 now. What will happen exactly? Let's see. So yeah, so when we actually develop like a professional app, we'll actually have to think of all these conditions. And I'm pretty excited. It works on the web also. I'm pretty excited. So I just can't wait. Volunteers app will have to use some packages that work on the web also. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm pretty excited about this. Oi, Logic is wrong, that means. If it's less than 2, which is 1, so it is correct. Oi! That's it. That's it. That's all that it took. Looks like every time I click play, it does a cold restart. That's something to note. Even on the phone, it does a cold restart. Maybe that's the way it works. I'm pretty happy, man. I'm pretty excited. Yep, 2. So good news. Let's change the color and back to how it was. We made it quite ugly now. So yeah. Mm-hmm. I don't know what to do. Because we want the background also to be okay, let's change this. Dog card. Let's do it primary color light. Let's see what happens. This has a really 10. Still isn't any definition between that. We still need something. I mean, 1. That's how it was. But we still need like a contour around this. How to add Flutter? Add border to card. Yeah, how do you do that? Container, margin, parent, decoration, mailbox, decoration. Border.all. That's it? Oh, okay. So view card. So any container here. Let's wrap this card within a container. Decoration. Box decoration. Border equal to border.all. What's happening to the left and right, correct? Right? What's happening there? And color is let's do primary. THOF dot primary. And width or weight. Let's do it at 3. Yuck, doesn't look good at all. And these light, it just doesn't look good at all. It just doesn't look good. Ah man, we need like proper designers, to design all this stuff. The borders just make it so ugly. All right. Style. Come on, how do you make it curved? Border width, border color, border side, border radius. Box decoration, border radius. All right, that's our only hope now. Let's make it look kind of good. Kind of good is a new good now. Let's add a border radius. Let's do all circular, K default, border radius. Oh, K default, border radius. It's really funny, man. What's going on here? Let's give some outer padding to this card also. Okay, this grid view, we have to take care of it. Let's take care of it. Why are we not caring for a grid view? There's something like cross-axis spacing and main axis spacing. Control P. What's it? Oh, waivers. Control space. Let's see. Primary. Oh no, there actually were some things. Cross-axis. Oh, that's in the here. Cross-axis count control space. Yes, cross-axis spacing. Let's do 5. Let's see what that looks like. Yeah, we need some spacing. Main axis spacing. Let's go to 5. Yeah, let's change all of these to like 20. Let's give some space to our cards. What else? Nothing. Can you do like a padding? Symmetric. Okay, we only give a vertical. Let's give a on. Ah, what are we doing? Not K default. We want border radius at all, radius dot circular, give it 30. The bottom also should be curved. I don't know why it's not working. Maybe I have to do a hot restart, whatever. Well, alright. What else? We are doing something else. I got distracted. What we do? The spacing. Let's give a padding for a grid view. Vertical and then horizontal. Also, let's give K default. Border margin divided by 2. All right, this seems okay. Now I have to fix this. Let's give it a. Am I doing something wrong? Ah, that's what I was doing wrong. This is K default, border margin, border radius. And the doc card, this is not border radius. This is all border radius at all circular. This is 30. Yeah. Now this is coming out. So our card, the one fun thing which I want to try out is wrapping this within a clip rect. That'll be fun, but not the right thing to do. All circular 30. That part will be clipped out. You know what? Let's do that. All right, it looks much more neat actually. Hey, I didn't expect this. It looks much more neat. Hey, this text also. Wow. All right, so this is fun. This text in a doc card where we have a text style. This container that has color. Yep. You know what's going to happen. You know what's going to happen. Yes, you know what's going to happen. You know how I like to add borders, box decoration, border radius, all circular 30. Let's see. Problems. X, paste this within here. Control L, Control S. No. Something went wrong. 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 I think maybe this we need it to be square. Also, why we need to be square, so it'll match with the image. Without this, like the image looks like what do you think? I was looking at from far. What do you think? What do you think? Now let me see without it. Wait, now if we have the no, one idea came to my mind. Why do we even have this padding? Because now we have the borders. What if we remove this? How will it look? There's still some light padding somewhere. What's this? Still this some light padding here, you know? What's this light padding here? Is that padding or that may be some? Okay, what if we remove the border? The border is taking some space. The border is taking some space. That's fine. Oh, so the border takes the space, but why can't it only take the space as required? Well, that's the way the border works. Well, this seems good. I actually like this design much more. You get these rounded cards, and this isn't rounded. Now this, let me just go into this text container. Are we adding any like padding? Or what if you don't add? Oh, no, this padding is required. Yep, exactly. This padding is required. This padding is required. You know, actually, I'm quite satisfied to us to much more than yesterday. Let's run it on Chrome Web. Yeah, we have to fix that problem. Now I have to even like fix this page here. But it looks better, man. It looks better. So let's fix the platform problem. I'm pretty. This is amazing. This is fun. I want to get this on Heroku if possible. That's a long shot, but hey, we have. I want to appreciate the progress that we have made, and not really feel sad if we can't get it on Heroku. So hey, we have done pretty good. Let's be happy with this. Baby steps here. Let's not rush ourselves. All right. So now I wanted to fix the platform problem. So that was in the home screen. No, platform. That was in custom image. So platform doesn't seem to work. Why is that? Let's run this. Let's see what's the problem. Platform.operating system. Unsupported operation. Platform.operating system. But what's the problem with this line of why do we need to catch something? Right? Our code says if platform is Android or is iOS, if that's the case, then give a cache network. else give an image, Control Alt L, right? This is, I don't really see any problem here. Is there any problem here? I don't see any problem here. All right, sure, fine. If that's what you want, then fine. Let's create a variable here. Is mobile is equal to true. Let's just have this is mobile. Now if you do if okay, try if platform dot is, wow, support sim, this is so cool. Platform dot, why is it not working here? Is Android. What's the problem? Spelling mistake? Wait, what's the problem here? Wait, what? Huh? Wait. What's going on? What do I do? How to check the platform? So one of these, right? I refer to one of these. Show platform, import .io, show, and then if you want game, yeah, platform. Then how do you search it? If platform dot is Android, that's what we did. .330, so this is correct. Oh, looks like maybe the braces, I mean the thing causing a problem. Nope. So what's this? Will the app run then, or will it? Has it ran before? So what do we do? That was the problem. So now let's try running on Chrome. No, okay, the problem is still not fixed. Now looks like we have to do this thing here. I don't know what's happening. So let's do bool is mobile. By default, let's keep it false. You know why we're keeping false? Because on mobile, something such that works only for mobile. So let us assume that it's not a mobile. So it'll work on all devices. It won't be efficient, but it'll work on all devices. So bool is mobile. If platform dot is Android or platform dot is iOS, if any of these is the case, then is mobile is equal to true. And here we'll check, not this, we'll check is mobile. And this could fail. Can we wrap it just like that within a try? Yes. Thank you, Android Studio. On exception, catch E. Oh, this is how you catch it, specific ones. Cool, I did not know that. Catch E. My throat. That's what she said. Catch E, print E. Let's see what happens here. And it's always false by default. So now let's run it on Chrome. Now, last couple of things. Let us size this down. Container, let us size it down. Size it down a little bit. It's really good. And it's dynamic. Oh man, I like this one. This is really good. This is really good. All right, I'm sorry, Flutter. I spoke some things that weren't true. You're amazing, Flutter. I'm sorry. Sorry, it's Flutter Web. I'm sorry. I was too early to judge. I was too jurist. Was it? Yeah, English always fails me there. I was. I don't know. Prejudiced. I was judgmental, maybe. Well, so now very quickly, our dog. No, what's it? Dog screen. So yeah, the code is very bad, like very badly formatted. But it's just a fun app, right? We'll format it later. Let's learn some skills now. This is expanded. Where's a container of no that has white? I think this is the one. So let's see. Body, you have one main container, then you have you have a clip or rect, which is for what? Sure, whatever. I think it's this one. Then you have a column. No, clip or rect is you have a column contains child. So you have this size, this one, then you have an expanded. So you take the whole thing, then you have this content. Yep. All right. So here's the thing. So to this we can add constraints. Box constraints. Let's add max width is, let's add a 500. Oops, what did I do? Let me do a, okay, it works. Oh, but this didn't work. Looks like I have to do it from here itself. I have to do this. I don't think there's hot reload for this. Or maybe there is, and I don't know how to use it. Ah, then I have to even wrap that within a line. Right? We are learning now. We're learning. Oh, like, what happened? It's too small. It's too small. That's what she said. And I was weeping. That night was pretty boring. Let's increase the max width to an 800. Let's give it 1,000. Let's be generous here. Let's give it 1,000. Wait for this to load. Oh wow, this looks good. This looks good. I like this. Actually, no, we want this white thing to extend all the way. So, this, right? You give them list view. We should add a constraint to this. Can we add constraints? No. Can we add width? No. No. So this constraint is good. Let's control X. This container, sure. Let's wrap this within a container. And let us give this, let's see what happens. Didn't work. Why didn't it work? Let's not add any constraints. Let's see. So I'm saying this container should extend all the way. This, okay, it's an expanded. I'm saying this list view should be given a max width of 1000. That's my plan. But this must expand all the way, right? So it doesn't seem like that's happening. Oh, okay, so let me remove this container. I'm saying like all those children, right? Children, I'll wrap this within a container. Okay, wait, something happened here. So that didn't work last time. Let's try it again. All right. Like why? Why can't it expand? Come on, expand. Actually, no. In a way, it's good. We don't want too much of like if this white part expands, we'll have too much of white. We won't have this color. Now we have a lot of the color, which is good. The hero animation is not loading. All right, just a minute. All right, hey, we are back. All right, let's see. What we were doing. I really lost my train of thought there. But I think we are done. We configured both these screens. Seems good. Maybe one thing we can do is we can center this. We can center this. So it will look good even on web, on iOS, on Flutter, man. It really has that special something. Under app bar, elevation, let's do center, title, true. Dog screen, home screen. App bar, center, title, true. Let us reload it for our Chrome. Dog breeds, dog breeds. Half in picture. Also, the hero animations, they're not very visible now. I think there are too many resources that are being used now, like a phone, this, and many things in the background. And here also many images because we have expanded this all the way. This is incredible. Incredible. Now, let's try to host it. Let's try to host it. So, is it really just as easy as just launching it on web server? Is that easy? Let's see. So once it's on like a web server, then like we can host it on this laptop, and we can check it on the phone or some other laptop, some other computer. But technically, the final goal is to host it on like an actual thing, like either a virtual machine online. Which I don't think for Flutter we can use a virtual machine. Like it'll be too complex, and if we download Android Studio, download Flutter. Best is if Heroku has some support for Flutter apps. That'll be the best. Really? All right. Let's see. Let's see. Is it working? Okay, it seems to be working. Upgrades. All right. So let's see. Can we see Flutter apps on Heroku? Heroku. Dot app. Right, but there's not even any resource. Like how do you access reply? Yes, let's see this. No. So what does this mean? So really no articles here? Okay, let's see how to deploy Flutter web. Let's see how to deploy Flutter web app on Heroku. Any articles here? Let's see this.
What the? My computer's possessed. The numbers are literally changing right in front of me.
Dave, it's a shared document. It's probably my gun finance.
That man is everywhere.
Who's changing the design? I thought it could do with a little more zing. No.
New calls coming over. Whoosh.
Got it. The client's coming on. Is everyone wearing pants?
It's the first ad like I've actually.
I'm here to prove the purple mattress
is actually showing what their product does, and not just record a video and then say shot on iPhone and show an Apple logo.
blows memory foam out of the bedroom.
Actually, they didn't even
Only purple passes the door.
Hi there, welcome to this video where we're going to look at deploying a Flutter web application onto Firebase hosting. So I have a Flutter web app here. It's a small representation of Google. It isn't finished, just a few things I was playing around with. We can do things like type inside of the box, we can click sign in, go through a fake sign up flow, and so on. But what if I wanted to show this to someone else so that they could take a look too? Well, Firebase hosting is great for that. It's also great for literally hosting your web projects. And that's exactly what we're going to look at in this video. So prior to getting started, if you haven't clicked the subscribe button, go ahead and do that now. You'll keep up to date with more Flutter content. And of course, you can check out our Discord and Flutter study group inside of the description. With that being said, let's jump over to the terminal to install the Firebase tools if we haven't already done that. So here we are, and we can say npm install -g, and we want the Firebase -tools. Now, of course, you will need Node for this. This will essentially go ahead and get the Firebase tools, install it globally on your machine so that we can type Firebase. Now we can go ahead and say Firebase init inside of the directory that you want to deploy. It'll ask you which features do you want to use with the CLI. We only want to use the hosting feature, so we'll scroll down to hosting, press the spacebar and then enter. We'll then be asked whether we want to use an existing project or create a new project. We're going to say use an existing project. I'm then going to scroll to the project that I want. I'll hit enter, and now we'll be asked which directory do we want to use as our public directory. We'll say build/web because that's where our assets get built to within Flutter. We'll hit enter. We will configure this as a
build/web. Do we have that? Let's check. All right, let's head back.
a single page application. And after that, you can see that the Firebase initialization has been completed. So I'm on one of the latest versions of Flutter. You can see that by typing Flutter channel to see which channel you're currently on. I'm on dev, which I think is 118xx. And that allows me to say inside of the Flutter directory, Flutter build web. This will go ahead and compile our Flutter application for the web inside of the build directory that we discussed earlier. When that has been completed, we can take a look at the file structure. We should see a build directory, and inside of build, we have another folder called web. If we see the interweb, we can see we have things like an index.html, a main.dart.js, and so on. We can go back to the main folder, and from the main folder, we want to say Firebase deploy. We only want to deploy the hosting. By doing that, I'll go ahead and deploy our build/web directory, and we'll be able to select the hosting URL here inside of the terminal. If we go ahead and do that, you can see we now have this Flutter web application over on Firebase hosting. You can share this link with your friends. You can deploy your production applications over to Firebase hosting just like that. Hit the subscribe button to stay updated. Let me know what you think inside of the comments. And until next time, I'll see you soon in the next one.
Let's check it out. Firebase. We'll just give it 20 minutes, and if we can get it good. Go to console. Sample. Let's see hosting. New Firebase CLI. All right. Wow. Okay, this is something new. Demo web app. Okay, let's try to host a demo web app first. Let us stop our dog breeds app to avoid any kind of confusion. Stop all. Right, the web server will stop. We want everything to stop. Now, let's follow the video.
Hosting. For that, it's also said let machine so that we can type
npmi tools. All right, so whatever they've said. So npmi tools. All right. Shift insert. Pim install dash. So let's see if it works. Firebase tools. Let's see. So if this works, then we can host it. And we can have our domain point to that URL that was given. Or if they allow for custom domains also, we can do something like that. And that'll be pretty exciting. So let's give it some time. Is it stuck or what's happening? All right, let's give it some time. I think it's too much for one day. And at the same time it worked. All right, next, let's take the next step.
Firebase. Now we can go ahead and say Firebase init inside of the directory that you want to deploy. It'll ask you which features do you want to use with the CLI. We only want to use the
Firebase init. From this directory, Firebase init. Firebase login. Console. Firebase login dash interactive. We collect CLI. Sure, I'll allow them. I'm feeling. I feel good. 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 Are you about to initialize Firebase project in this directory? Are you ready to proceed? Yes, sure. How do you move? How do you press space, toggle inward?
It'll ask you which features do you want to use with the CLI. We only want to use the hosting feature, so we'll scroll down to hosting, press the spacebar, and then enter. We'll then be.
How do you? I'm pressing the arrow keys. Doesn't seem to work. Toggle all. I don't know what to do. Press space to select features and enter. What's happening? Do we get? Oh, can we select like this? No. How do we select? Space I to invert. Oh my god, what just happened? Use arrow keys. I'm using the arrow keys. What's happening? Don't use. All right, this is so it's not working. Always here I in git bash. Ah, yes. When git bash let me down. All right. So looks like let's close. I hope it doesn't cause any errors. Okay. Yikes, I hope. I want to finish this for 11 because there's some stuff to do. Let us demo web app. Okay, let's copy the path. And CD, does that work? CD. Oh, it works. All right, now Firebase init. Ready, yes. Ah, it's working. Posting. All right. Use an existing, not use an existing project. We sample Flutter Firebase. Yep, it's the one. What do you want to use as your public directory? Ah, man, he's so explaining so well.
Be asked whether we want to use an existing project or create a new project. We're going to say use an existing project. I'm then going to scroll to the project that I want. I'll hit enter. And now we'll be asked, which directory do we want to use as our public directory? We'll say build/web because that's where our assets get built to within Flutter. We'll hit enter. We will configure this as a single page application. And after that, you can
build/web April 29. Thank you for doing it, Paul. Build/ single page, yes.
you can see that the Firebase initialization has been completed. So I'm on one of the latest versions of Flutter. You can see that by typing Flutter channel to see which channel you're currently on. I'm on dev, which I think is 118xx. And that allows me to say inside of the Flutter directory, Flutter build web. This will go ahead and compile our Flutter application for the web inside of the build directory that we discussed earlier. When that has been completed, we can take a look at the file structure. We should see a build directory, and inside of build.
So amazing. Does ls work here? Okay, so then we can set a file explorer itself. We have build. Do we have web? We have web. Next one, oh, okay, let's just follow what he said. Flutter. Let me move this. Hide floating meeting. Flutter meeting. Okay, Flutter build web. Let me see the video. Flutter build web. Will this work? Missing index.html. What does it mean? Oh, first of all, let's fix this by removing this flag and removing all the dependencies. All right, let's get it to work on Chrome web. Oh, some errors. Yeah, let's delete this. Go for that. Let's see if this works. All right. Let's try this again. Flutter build web. Hopefully it works. Let's try here. Let's try it in git bash. Oh no, let's see exactly. What's the time? All right, 54. We'll give it some more minutes if you can figure it out. Else we will. Oh, one thing to note, he showed that he's in the dev channel and other people are in the beta channel. Let's see what channel are we on. Flutter channel. Master. Let's go Flutter. He's on dev. Let's go dev. Flutter channel dev. Flutter. Upgrade. Wow. I'm quite hungry. Hungry for seeing this app to work. Come on, satisfy my hunger by getting this app to work. I haven't eaten for a long time. I'm quite hungry actually. Let's see if we can get this to work. Alright, just a minute. How do I... Let me see. Just a minute. Alright, we're back. Let's see. Flutter upgrade. Then Flutter, let me move this video pane, hide floating meeting address. Flutter, what's it called? Flutter, enable, config, and we just did it now, right? Let me just confirm. Flutter config enable web. Let us close this. Let's restart this. Validate caches restart. When that happens, next step, then switch to application to run Flutter. This will rebuild the project to support web. I see. So it looks like we can't finish by 11. It's already 11:01. So we'll finish by 11:10. And whatever is left, we'll do tomorrow. But good progress, very good progress. Time home web. Let's do Flutter. Create. Oh, looks like something is happening in Android Studio. And that's holding this up. Indexing or something. Let's give it some time. Let's give it some time. Good, it's doing its thing. All done. Hey, this is good. All done. Something is happening here. Good. All right. Flutter, build, web. Hopefully this works. Pretty exciting. Let's see. Oh, oh no. What's all this? What's all this? Hopefully it works. Oh, is this an error here? Doesn't look like any error. Hmm. Well then, let's see if it works for this. Well, let's just see if it works. It's the Flutter versions. It always causes some kind of problem. Well, I think we should end it here because this is a never-ending cycle, and we are very new to it. It'll take a lot of time. Let's divide it into multiple sessions. So thank you for watching. If you have, mostly you haven't. Trust me, mostly you haven't. And so see you the next time. See you next time. Take care, everyone. Stay safe and have a great day. Let me stop the screen share and ciao. Take care.